Morning. My name's Simon, and in October last year, myself and my wife and our two dogs moved to rural Thailand. And I say rural Thailand because to differentiate between the sort of, Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Koh Samui, it's very different out here. What a large farming community. In fact, my wife is actually a farmer herself. So one of the things I wanted to do when I moved over here was improve my fitness, and so I took up Muay Thai. I'd taken it up slightly before we left, but for a few months, but took it up more actively. We came over here, joined a little club, and it became obvious fairly quickly that my fitness was off mostly because I was carrying too much weight. And I've always done gym and been fairly active. I used to run some Airbnbs in Blackpool, and so I had to run around a lot with those. So I used to get quite a lot of steps in. I needed to lose some weight, so I looked at my diet first and adjusted accordingly. Used calorie calculators to work out how many calories I could consume and still lose weight. And one of the great things about being out here is that we don't have the same access to sweets and cakes and chocolate. Because when I've looked and worked it out, I would say some days I was eating 6,000 or 7,000 calories a day. I could easily go out, have a croissant in the morning, then 11 o'clock have a full English breakfast, probably 2 or 3 go and have a Thai meal at a little restaurant I used to go to called Ploys in Blackpool, and then home for tea, and then I'd have a bag of Pontefract cakes with a bag of sour jellies, and I'd scoff a lot, maybe half a bottle of wine and probably a bar of chocolate, and then hungry again before bed and eat whatever before bed, could be anything. So when you start adding the calories up, you're thinking, wow, just the 2 bags of sweets alone could be 3,000 calories. Anyway, so I can maybe put part of that down to depression. I'm not sure, depression or, I don't know, rewarding myself because I was working so hard. So here, we just don't have that same access to those kind of things. They do sell sweets, but the bags are really small. So I worked out that with this calorie calculator, I'm 6 foot and I was 93 kilos. So it basically said if I ate 2,200 calories a day, I could drop in weight. So that's what I switched to. And to be honest, out here, because it's so warm, you just don't want to eat as much anyway. So I probably average more like 1,700 or 1,800 calories a day. So I did that, carried on with the Muay Thai, and bought a bit of gym equipment, and then started more recently increasing my walking, because I was not going out walking because it was too hot. So you have to kind of actively say, right, I'm going to go out first thing in the morning, and I'm going to go out maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon to try and get 10,000 in. So there wasn't always time to get the 10,000. I would probably end up around between 6,000 and 8,000, which was better than this kind of 1,500 I was doing when I was sitting around. So, see, these birds are so noisy. Just this spot here, noisy. So I bought a treadmill, and I tried doing treadmill in the gym, but that was just painful. I wasn't enjoying it. So I started coming down the dam here, which is where most of my videos have been from. And I managed to get up to the 10,000 a day by coming here twice a day. But I'd read about weighted walking. So there's various ways to scale up your walking technique to burn more calories and get fitter, lose more weight hopefully. I mean, because it's not just about losing weight, it's about getting fit. So I bought a weighted vest, which is this. It's not body armour, it's a weighted vest. and this one's a 20 kg vest, but I started coming walking with 10 kg because you can take these, it carries little weights, and you can take the weights out and adjust there's 21 kg weight in it. So at the moment we're on 12 kg today, and I'm going to try and do 8,000 this morning, and it does make a massive difference. So my weight now, I am down to 81.6 kg from the 93 kgs. But I think to be at optimum fitness, I think I would need to be pretty much where I was when I was younger, which would be around 75 kg, somewhere around there. So I've not given up the goal of losing weight. I'm still trying to lose weight, and I'm consuming somewhere around 17 to 1800 calories a day. I believe the reason walking is better than running. So I have vertigo all the time, so I can't run. It just causes me too much aggro. So I believe with walking, you don't get as hungry as you do when you go running. So the problem with running is you go running, you're more hungry, so you're eating more calories when you get home. And if you're restricting calories, you will break at some point. So by walking, it doesn't actually make you more hungry. It seems to, so I've read anyway, and it seems to be the thing. So yeah, that's it. So today we're going to try and do the 10,000. We'll do 8,000 this morning, and then another 2,000 plus tonight. All that being said, I have just read an article this morning in the Independent newspaper online that said the 10,000 steps story isn't scientific. It came from a Japanese product that I think it's called the ped something. I don't know. I'll find out. And this product used 10,000 steps as its marketing strategy. So that's where the 10,000 steps comes from. So I believe, again, I can't state this as fact. Anything I say, I can't state as fact. But it kind of makes sense. So that's where the 10,000 came from. And they're saying more like 8,000 is enough. And 10,000 is just it's just a figure they pluck out of the air. So, if you had the weighted vest, maybe, you can ask ChatGPT to calculate how many calories you're burning with the added weight. So obviously, if you're my weight, 82 kg, and you add 12 kg, you're like 93 kg or whatever. I did read one article that said you needed to add was it half your body weight, which would be 40 odd kg. I don't know, that sounds hard. The vest only takes 20 kg, so I don't know how you carry 40. You have to carry some weights as well or something. I'm not going to be doing that anyway. It's a step too far. The 12 kg seems fine. It feels to me like my waist is coming in just from using this for the last few days. So we will persevere, and maybe I'll add a bit more weight as I go along. So what I do is I just weigh myself every morning at the same time in the same place with no clothes on, and just keep. I've got this little app called Yazio on my phone. There's loads of them you can use, isn't there? But it seems it's pretty good. You can put your weight in, put in what you eat, and it'll work out your calories. And I've been pretty religious with that now since I've been here. I think I've been using it probably about 5 months. So it's just sort of slow, steady weight loss. No crashing or anything. I never feel hungry. I just there's a weight loss calculator where you can input your body weight and it'll tell you how many calories and over what, you put in what period you want to lose the weight over. It'll tell you how many calories to consume. Then if you get yourself some kind of a nap and you can put your food in, that'll tell you how many calories you've actually had. I mean, I suppose it's a bit messing around, but it's not mega complicated. It's pretty simple. And if you do want to lose weight, or you do want to get fitter, then you kind of need to, I think it's better to track it if you can, especially over the long period. Keep you consistent. The beauty of getting out into the countryside is obviously you're out in the countryside. So that, especially a place like this, which is so beautiful, I think there's huge benefits to doing that rather than just walking on a treadmill. And we got, in Thailand, we've got the similar problems to the UK in that there was a lot of rain, especially this time of year. Obviously I'm new to it, but it's put a lot of rain down, and when it rains, it's torrential, believe me, you don't want to get caught in it. So you do have to work around that. It's not always dry, and it's not always warm. But then there is the heat during the day. Often it's too hot during the day to go out walking. So like I say, get out in the morning, 6 to 7 a.m, and then out again in the afternoon about 4. So thanks for listening to my little fitness weight loss journey, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video.